revolutionary knows that wherever he is alone, he is fight for humanity. He will be doing his duty.
Carlos Fonseca Amador was born on June 23, 1956, in the Laborio neighborhood of the city of Matagalpa. He was a professor, politician, and Nicaraguan revolutionary, co-founder the Sandinista National Liberation Front that fought against the Anastasio Somoza Debayle dictatorship.
He was born in a small house in Taquexa, with tile roof that was under his head. He lived in that house from his childhood until his adolescence.
The Sandinist National Liberation Front began to organize in the 1980 under the leadership of the Carlos Fonseca Amador, and finally shaped the Nicaraguan Revolution in 1979.
The Carlos Fonseca Museum, located in Matagalpa, Nicaragua, was inaugurated on July 23, 2016, in honor of the founder, the FSLM. The museum exhibits a collection of the personal objects and photographs highlighting Fonseca's life and work. Its main objective is preserve his memory and promote the appreciation of this historical legacy. The current administrator of the museum, Mr. Mario Zuniga. Mr. Zuniga mentioned its location of the traffic light, Dario Park 2 block east,
as well as art, literature, and documents related to the Sandinista Revolution. The building is a replica of Cuartel Carlos Fonseca, the first front barrack in the city. Has as its the history background, the struggle of the FSLN.
Currently in the construction and maintenance of the house, natural materials and such acts help. Mud or mud are used to keep the infrastructure as intact as possible. According to historian and current museum administrator, the original construction date of the house is unknown, and today is recognized and a popular and cultural heritage.
The Carlos Fonseca Amador Museum is a site of historical memory that offers visitors different exhibition rooms, among them the historical backroom room, the photo and document rooms, and the cultural diversity room.
The room of the Battle of Pancasán. It has a small library, an art gallery, and an auditorium, which together are valuable educational tools to understand the revolutionary struggle in Nicaragua and preserve the country's historical memory.
Each room different part of the history. Historical background room offer historical context on the revolutionary struggle in Nicaragua.
Photo and documents rooms exhibit historical documents and photographs of the Carlos Fonseca and other FSLM leaders.
Cultural Diversity Room exhibit objects and pieces by popular art from Nicaragua, the figure of Carlos Fonseca Amador, and history of the revolution.
Room of the Battle of Pancasán. It represents a reconstruction and the armament in which Carlos Fonseca Amador participated and marked a key point in the fight against for the Somoza dictatorship.
This historic place has provided the Nicaraguan community with a space to remember and honor the memory of Carlos Fonseca Amador and other heroes of the revolution through its exhibits and activities. The museum to help educate the memory about the history of Nicaragua.
The museum has promoted culture and will be offering a space for exhibitions and cultural events. In summary, this museum has been an important medium, reflection, and learning place for the Nicaraguan community.
You can visit the museum where you will learn about the life and ideology of Carlos Fonseca Amador, as well as his cultural values drawing the forum that is it, and of demonstrative value and of the historical struggle.
In conclusion, the Cmdt Carlos Fonseca Amador Museum is an essential cultural space to know and understand the history and political legacy of Nicaragua. Its colonial architecture, exhibits, library, art gallery, and auditorium make this museum a diverse and complete place for the whole family. The murals and paintings that decorate its walls highlight key moments in the country's history and make it a significant place for Nicaragua culture. Visiting the Cmdt Carlos Fonseca Amador Museum is an educational and enriching experience for all those who wish to learn more about the history and culture of Nicaragua.
Cuando estábamos en la cárcel, llegó un oficial de la Guardia Nacional lleno de alegría a decirnos que Carlos Fonseca había muerto. Nosotros le respondimos: Carlos Fonseca es de los muertos que nunca mueren.
Poseídas por el dios de la furia y el demonio de la ternura, salen de la cárcel mis palabras hacia la lluvia, y sediento de luz te nombro hermano. En mis horas de aislamiento vienes derribando los muros de la noche, nítido inmenso. Carlos Fonseca, Tayacán, vencedor de la muerte, novio de la patria rojinegra, vida la bandera te grita presente. Cuando apareciste llegaste a nosotros con tus ojos miopes, azules intensos, fuiste desde entonces el hermano, terco indeclinable, sempiterno. Fuiste mecanógrafo, hormiga, martillo, y al día siguiente de nuestro encuentro vimos tus letreros subversivos en todos los muros de nuestro pueblo. Comandante Carlos, Carlos Fonseca, Tayacán, vencedor de la muerte, novio de la patria rojinegra.
Carlos Fonseca is one of the dead who never died.